Welcome to the next edition of Don't Bite My Arm for the evening. We watched The Forest from 1980 by director Don Jones. Also did the 70s classic Schoolgirls and Chains. Story of this movie centers around two couples that go camping in the forest and run into a deranged madman and his ghostly children. Not really a whole lot to say about it.
It was a clever title, really. I thought
The
they
Forest.
they dug deep with
They
that
did.
one.
They did. But I don't know. Overall, I know I enjoyed it. I don't think the feeling was mutual over here. But
Boring.
it's your typical slasher movie from the early '80s. I mean, didn't have as much gore as
No.
I would have liked, I guess. But
It kind of reminded me of Don't Go on the Woods Alone.
Except I like that one.
true.
Yeah.
See how
Like,
it
I don't
felt
know.
with
I
you.
like it.
I liked the, I don't know. I guess I like something about that.
The woodsiness.
The
woodsiness,
woodsiness,
The woodsiness, the pine fresh
the gay man,
scent.
the,
of
the
the,
I
gay
don't
man
like the gay
snuggling.
man. I
the
don't
Brokeback
like,
Mountain sense of.
Yeah,
the
with the
two
fucking
dudes. It was
mustaches.
I thought it was hot. So
Sleeping
could
bags.
use more of it, really. Overall, though, it had its moments, but it dragged a lot. A lot.
Yeah.
Ooh, I
So
agree.
there's not really much else you can say. I mean, it falls under that category of
I thought it's
slasher
a piece
films.
of shit.
Shut up.
Shut your mouth, Hermie.
Yeah. That, ladies and gentlemen, that was a Hermie over there. So, yeah.
Was it better than Fatal Games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fatal Games
Good.
suck monkey balls.
Good.
Don't
Yeah.
ever watch it. This, I mean, if you feel like watching it.
It was kind of a cool, 70s period piece. Well, not period piece, but just
I think the ghost thing.
I
was
don't
cool
believe it was
too.
about periods. But
No,
thank you
Periods.
for bringing
It
that up.
was.
we don't know that.
Maybe it was. Maybe it was an allegory about the period. I don't know.
Maybe.
Strongly.
You guys
What
are
is
so
with
funny.
my cat wanting to be in this review?
Cat's a camera whore.
You are. You're a little camera whore. Daddy.
But I don't know.
Well, I guess it's time for Scepters on this one because there's not really much else to say about it.
You want
Why don't you start this one?
7. 7.
Do you want to take a 7 and divide it and just do 3.5 each?
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Sounds good. 3.5.
3.5.
God.
7. This guy.
Mm.
So
This
Hell's,
guy.
Hell's Half Acre you thought was better than.
It was only an hour.
Yeah.
This was an hour and a half.
Like it was all right, but goddamn, throw something in there to keep us interested.
It didn't have a giant hulking dude with a chain gun shooting people. That's what it needed.
That was funny, but
That's what it needed. If it had that, I would give it, a 5.
I think movies like this only work when there's some shock value to them, and there just really wasn't shock value in this at all.
Michael McDonald was in it. That was kind of shocking. But otherwise, no, there was no shock appeal at all.
I don't
It's
know.
kind of slow.
I like it.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda.
You know what this movie needed? David Hess.
It had Corky Pigeon in it from TV's Silver Spoons.
Yeah.
It did, but it didn't have David Hess.
No, it didn't.
I'd give it a 10 if it had David Hess in it.
I wouldn't go that far, but I'd give it like an 8
Yeah.
or
So
3.5. So, okay, I guess that's really all we can say about The Forest. And
what's up next?
up next, Brutal Massacre.
Comedy.
Starring a lot of
Comedy.
There's a shit ton of people in this movie.
I believe Michael McDonald was in this as well. But I might be wrong. Mario Van Peebles, Aaron Neville,
Aaron Neville.
Aaron Neville's
Michael
in the movie.
Bolton.
Michael
makes an
Bolton.
appearance.
I think Yanni's in there.
Might be. Fabio is in
Fabio.
it, I believe.
Yeah.
Everybody
So with a
important.
bird
Everybody important. So, yeah, all right.
on a roller coaster.
Brutal Massacre and probably some more tales from the epic fog night that was after the review. Guys who weren't here missed out on one hell of an interesting evening.
I'm really
Well, they can
glad
go back and watch
it's
it
a
and
one time
see
a
what-
year.
That year, you should be glad that was one time a year, because then you'd only fall down the stairs with your wiener hanging out once. Good night, everybody. We'll see you for Brutal Massacre. Bye-bye.